You know, for years, Sarasota did not have an Indian restaurant. And again, because I'm from New York and I was a city boy, I was used to the Indian and the Pakistani restaurants on 46th Street in Manhattan. There were a whole slew of them there. And we searched high and low. There used to be one in the old John Ringling Towers, the old hotel, which is now gone for anybody who's moved here less than 15 years ago. You'll have no memory of it. And then there's the Chutneys on Hillview Avenue, which has some Indian dishes, and there are a few other stabs and tries out in the hinterlands, but I never found one that I really liked until Joan said to me one day, you know, there's a really good Indian restaurant on Hillview. It's called Gateway to India. So I said, well, let's give it a try, because there's nothing I like better than the Indian food. And the thing that was nice about it is for lunch, they have a buffet. And I'm a big eater, so I like buffets because I can pick and choose, and if I like something, I go back for more. It's not like when you dine a la carte, you know, you get one dish, and if you don't like it, well, you kind of muddle through it. I've been eating there now for about 9 months. I hit it about once a month. I always like the food. The food is always good. There's nothing artificial about the food. It's authentic. That's all I can say. From the bread to the various chutneys to all of the vegetable dishes and the fish dishes and chicken dishes. You know, it's something they have out on their buffet, of which you can see a bit of it here. They must have about 10 dishes, and they're all different and they're all good, and they change them from time to time. Unlike most buffets, you know, the Chinese buffets in town, they tend pretty much to stick to what they put out, and they change it very rarely. But in terms of the gateway to India, they do change the dishes once in a while. And Sam Kumar, who's the young owner, who you'll see a picture of him, the flesh on the screen here, said he just wanted to start a restaurant where it wasn't rush, and where the food might have taken a little bit of time to cook, but that you'd have a real pleasant meal as though you were eating in India. And that's exactly what it is. The place is also beautiful. He's decorated it with all kinds of wall coverings and ceiling coverings and paintings and little statuettes. It's always a delight to go there. It's like walking into another world. And the service is always very polite. You know, they're all relatives, I guess, is what they are of Sam, or they're part of his family. I never really asked him. I should. But, you know, I talked to him often about his dishes, and he's thinking of expanding, but in fact, he basically has, during these hard times that we're going through now, he basically has just stuck with his flagship. And that all I can say is, for lunch or for dinner, it's generally jammed, but if you go in the off hours, that's when, in fact, we went when some of the videos were shot. It's not that crowded, you know. There's no reservations. You do come, there's wine and beer are served, you know. But if you want to have a great lunch, it's a little bit over my limit of $7. It's $9 for their buffet. But let me tell you that it would be hard to beat it in terms of its variety, in terms of its tastiness, and in terms of something that is really exotic, you know. So when you finish the meal, you've felt as though you've had a little passage to India, if I could be a little corny there, and quote the name of a famous book by Ian Forster. So that I hope you make it down there. It's on Hillview. Drop that. It's all the way towards 41. It's Gateway to India. Come on, and you'll immediately be transported into a beautiful array of colors and fabrics and things. Just make your way in, get yourself a seat, and then get to the buffet. And I think that if you like Indian food and you've been missing it and you want to go to a place that's not extravagantly priced or overblown, this is the place to go. And when you go there, ask for Sam. He's generally cooking in the kitchen. You know, I like owners who cook. Ask if you can see him and say hi. That Justin from Soul Speak recommended that you go to the restaurant, and he'll get a kick out of that, because we always have a chance to talk. He has a very artistic bent, so it's easy to. Hi, this is the flatbread that they serve. I forget the name of it, but it's toasted flatbread. It's great. And over here we have some of that tandoori chicken. We have a seafood curry, salad. We have some yogurt sauce here. There are some vegetables. There's a marsala and pork. Those are just for the starters. So this is a real, you can come here and you can really eat up. You know what I mean?
Up to here.
Up to here. And go back for more if you can. But the food's delicious and the price is right. You can't go wrong for lunch.
Let's say a little bit about the place, because it's very
the place is
beautifully decorated.
Yeah, maybe you could take some shots of the places.
Very authentic.
Very slow
Indian.
place.
The hanging lanterns are really quite beautiful, and there's artwork all over.
So what do you have there? Talk to the camera.
This is cabbage. Looks like it's very nicely prepared. Let's taste it. Fabuloso. This is the fried rice, the tammy fried rice, which is very good. And the vegetable stew with them. I'm going to say what it is. It doesn't really describe how exotic the spices are. Everything magnificently seasoned. This is a yogurt sauce. The sauce that's good on everything. It's
well, we now have a little dessert here, which is fabulous. And you know the colors here are just so nice. This is a yogurt, rosewater, vanilla pudding or something like that?
with vermicelli in it.
Vermicelli.
How Indian can you get?
Yeah, these are very light desserts. They're wonderful to have after a meal, so I'm going to enjoy this. Joan has a very small one. You see, she's minding her waist, but right next to it is the really big one.
Oh, no, that's the yogurt sauce for the chicken.
Oh, the yogurt sauce for the chicken, okay.
Okay.
All right, darling.
I'm not holding back for me.